Super Bowl 50, the biggest sporting event in the U.S., takes place on Sunday. The Denver Broncos are going to take on the Carolina Panthers. Our sports reporter, Chris Harrington, is here at the big table with me, and we are all about full disclosure here on the day. Chris, I grew up in North Carolina. I'm going to be pulling for the Panthers. You are?
I'm closer to California,
yes,
so, you know,
you're a Bronco.
For argument's sake, of course, I'll pull for the Broncos.
All right, you're going to be a Broncos man. All right, let's talk about what's going to happen on Sunday. All eyes will be on the quarterbacks. We're going to show those to you in just a second, aren't we? There we go. Denver's Peyton Manning is looking to add another major achievement to his storied 18-year career. Carolina's Cam Newton, meanwhile, is looking to take over the mantle of NFL greatness by winning his first Super Bowl title. It's the 50th edition of the game, which has become something like a national holiday in the United States. Something like a national holiday. It almost is, isn't it? It is an event like the 4th of July almost.
Right. You know, people are celebrating no differently, during this game. Obviously, tailgating and things like this. The barbecues are cooking, already being prepared, I'm sure, no doubt about it.
I saw a thing in the paper today that said if you haven't been invited to a Super Bowl party on Sunday, something's wrong. Let's talk a little bit, though, the serious side of the game, how dangerous the game is, and the fact that the entire country is focused on that right now.
Right, the game itself in terms of head trauma and so on. There's a movie, that was already released in the United States, Concussion, focusing on the NFL issue, starring Will Smith. Maybe he got snubbed by the Oscars, who knows? But
that's
obviously the focus, is on that. And then there have been recent deaths associated with this, trauma caused from concussions, this brain injury. And they've just released these new helmets, trying to alleviate some of the stress and things like this. But in a full contact sport, you can only do so much to keep people safe.
And you see the padding and everything that the players wear, but it can't change the fact these guys are huge.
Definitely massive men.
Remember back in the 80s, we had the refrigerator. Remember?
Right, yeah, right? Perry,
that was the 80s. But, can the game really be made safer?
I would say it's very hard to say because athletes bigger, stronger, and faster these days.
Yeah.
6'5", both quarterbacks are 6'5".
What are they feeding them, Chris? Do we know?
It's hard to say. A lot of protein. I can only say a lot of protein in meat.
From Mars, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you've seen that movie, by the way, right?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
All right. Let's talk about security in general. If we were to compare security at the Super Bowl, even with 10 years ago, it's like night and day, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. All hands on deck effort this year, especially when you consider what happened in Paris and San Bernardino. They're going to track you. If you go anywhere near a Super Bowl, you will be on camera. Your photo will be taken. Your license plate will be recorded. They have fake cell phone towers all around the city. They have over 3,000 cameras in some of the neighborhoods. So I think that the effort is there.
You're right.
And they've been doing drills nonstop. They have a lot of coordination centers as well in the area.
Do we know exactly how many rings of security or how many security checks you would have to go through if you're going to actually get into the stadium?
Well, they're not going to divulge all of the information. I think right now, they're playing it safe on the side of, obviously, they don't want to, give the information to the wrong crowd of people and things like this. But they do have a lot of high-tech technology out there, security and surveillance technology out there that they haven't really been using. So, and being in the military, trust me when I tell you, they have a lot of technology out there that has never been known to the common public.
So we're going to see some maybe drones flying around for
I'm sure, right? No doubt about it.
All right, let's talk about the big money aspect of this, and that is a big part of the story, the advertising bonanza. If we were to go back to 1967, to Super Bowl I, a 30-second spot cost about $42,000, which was a lot of money then.
Right.
Now, this year, it's $5 million, or you were telling me earlier, whoever is willing to pay the most. There's almost like an auction for the spots, right?
It's definitely. But when you break down the figures, if you look at, the projected figures of 114 million viewers to tune in on television, that's actually breaking down a few pennies for each viewer. So in the advertiser's position, it kind of makes sense because you can get a full court press and hit all these viewers in one instance. And it is the most prime real estate you can purchase in advertising in a single event.
Well, we were talking earlier, too, about the viewing habits of Americans around the world, everybody.
Right.
There are very few of these water cooler viewing events now where everybody can say, hey, I saw that last night too. That we share.
Right.
But the Super Bowl is one of those. And if you're an advertiser, as you were saying, I mean, it's like, it is the smorgasbord of possibilities.
Definitely. They do a very good job appealing to the mass crowd. You know, your family, you know, they have great advertisements that appeal to children, you know, the wives, maybe not the football junkies necessarily because they're probably waiting for the game to come back, but it's entertaining nonetheless. And it's always a conversation piece the following day. I remember years, I'm sure you remember yourself, many popular commercials from Budweiser and many other companies.
Yeah, I do. And that brings us now to our pre-Super Bowl How TV Commercial Savvy Are You quiz. Now, Cress is the lucky guinea pig, I should say, contestant. Now, the rules are going to be simple on this. We're going to play 3 clips from 3 ads that will run for the first time on television on Sunday. Now, Cress will have to guess what the product is, and if he gets more than 2 of these right, his prize is right here. It's going to be an unofficial, official cowboy sheriff's hat from the Broncos right there.
Right.
For each wrong answer, I use the Panthers referee whistle to make the call public, all right? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, you got your pads
set,
on.
hike. Let's go.
All right, let's take a look then at the first clip.
There are 2 types of people in the world. Those who are content to blend in. These people walk through life like beige socks. Then there are those who expect more. They're exciting. They have pizzazz. Eventually, the beige sock people get devoured by the ones who stand out. Do you want to be devoured? No.
Tick-tock.
Wow.
Tick-tock. All right, what do we
That's a
think?
tough one. That's a very tough one. That's a very tough one. I'm going to have to go with designer socks on that one.
Oh, I'm afraid wrong. Kia cars.
Wow, that's
All
a
right,
misdirect.
That's one down. Okay, I feel I better get my head fitted here for that. All right, let's take a look at the second one.
All right.
Action.
Sweetheart, don't look at me like that. It's gonna be amazing.
This is a disaster. Who's the genius who puts a girl in heels on a subway grate?
Wow.
Wow.
That's what happens.
I thought that was Marilyn Monroe for a second.
Well, that's what happens without Botox. All right.
Right.
Now, I know you've been cheating a little bit, so we're going to let you on this. What product was that for?
Well, that was for Snickers.
All right,
Food and
that's
beverage.
right. Okay, we're going to give you that
Number one advertiser this year.
Number 1 advertiser. Do we know how much money they're spending?
You know, it has to be in the ballpark. You know, they haven't really, every company hasn't really revealed the exact amount.
Yeah.
We just know what, you know, the president of CBS has been saying.
Okay.
$5 million.
$5 million each. All right, for 30 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, and here, the third and final clip.
All right.
Oh, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes.
Oh, my God, it almost makes you want to cry, doesn't it?
Right, yeah, but
Oh
you
my
know, when
God.
I think of hot dogs, I obviously have to go with ketchup. Heinz.
All right.
No brainer,
Okay,
no brainer.
All right, no whistle. And so you win, ladies and gentlemen. The first time on the day, an unofficial, official Broncos sheriff hat. There you go.
All right, nice.
Chris, that looks great. All right, so talk to us a little bit, though, about, we've got about a minute left for this. You can keep it on whatever. What about your projections for the game, though?
In terms of results?
In terms of results.
Well, you know, the favorites, Carolina Panthers, they've had a miraculous season. You know, they started off 14-0. Incredible season. They have a great quarterback. You know, he's touted to be the MVP of the league. Mm-hmm. And Peyton Manning, when you look at his statistics, worst since his rookie season. You know, he hasn't really proven that he's played to the level where he deserves to be on the main stage, but he is a winner.
Yeah.
You know, you can look at his history and see that, and obviously he leads the NFL in many statistical categories, but I have to go with the young gun, the new kid on the block,
Mr.
Cam Newton and company, man. I have to.
You're saying that the Panthers...
Definitely.
Okay, well, good. The folks in the Tar Heel State are going to thank you. Chris, thank you very much.
Right.
Put your hat back on so the folks can see one more time. The cowboy who's pulling for the Panthers, ladies and gentlemen. Chris, thank you very much.
All right.